As one of the most respected potters of the 20th century, Dame Lucy Rye was known for her finely thrown and beautifully decorated functional domestic ceramics. After spotting a gap in the market during the Second World War, she decided to produce ceramic buttons for the fashion industry.
The exhibition is kind of a retrospective look at all of her career. So it starts with pieces that she made while she was still in Austria, in Vienna. And then when she moved to the UK during at the beginning of World War II, she was trying to establish herself as a potter. But because of the restrictions on what decorative work could be done during wartime, she kind of began to work with her fellow emigres, making buttons, first in glass and then in ceramic. So she established a really thriving kind of button factory where she was producing all of these buttons, like up to 6,000 a month at a certain point. And that kind of kept her going through the war years and then for a few years after the war.
It's not just buttons either that Lucy created, as she was celebrated for her range of domestic wares.
And she kind of got a bit fed up of buttons and started going back to producing the vessels, more vases and bowls and things that she was more kind of comfortable with. So there's a particular lidded jar which she made in 1949, which I think is particularly important. It's one where she'd made it after a visit to Avebury Circle. And she'd seen some prehistoric pottery where the potters had decorated it with lines using the sharpened bones of birds. And they'd done this graffito decoration, which she was really inspired by, and that kind of set up one of her most famous kind of decorative techniques was this very much kind of linear graffito decoration on pots. So it's become one of her most famous kind of features of her work and what makes it most recognisable.
So how have the gallery managed to get all the collections together?
The exhibition of Lucy Rye ceramics is at York Art Gallery because most of the things on display are from our collection. So about probably 75% of the objects on display are things that we have here already, and then we've loaned in some pieces to supplement that. And the reason we chose to have the exhibition here was to focus on a large collection of ceramic buttons which we have. I'd like people to kind of to reintroduce themselves with Lucy Rye's work, to see where it fits in with the bigger kind of studio pottery world, and also to see where she got her inspiration from, like the Roman pottery, the prehistoric pottery, and to see her impact on the fashion world in terms of the buttons and what kind of how they've become almost like little miniature sculptures that are collectible in their own right now, and have gone on to inspire loads of fashion designers such as Issy Miyake, who made a collection of clothes in the 1880s in response to her buttons.
The exhibition is on display for 11 months and will finish in May 2019. Rebecca Quarmby, That's TV.